All right, Virgo, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for November 30th through December 6th. My name is Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology, very different from mainstream astrology, which you can find more about down below. All right, Virgo, so it's going to be quite the transformative month in December, at least the first couple weeks. However, this week leading into those transformations, we do have some nice things happening. We have some nice aspects I'll show you. We've got a fog lifting up. Saturn doesn't square up to Neptune as strongly. That starts to lift, especially by the weekend. And so more, clarity in terms of what we're building in life and where we're headed. And a couple other things too. So let's go ahead and have a look. This is going to be specifically unfolding as of Monday when the sun starts to ease up off of that Saturn and Neptune. So that first sort of set of clarity unfolds here on Monday. So with this, it's been involving your third house. So if you've been having doubts, uncertainty involving social aspects of life, communication, correspondence, your exchanges, your everyday exchanges, it's been very natural with this. And that faith has been so important, as well as working hard towards building the communication and mind and daily stuff there, that third house. And that's going to be, I think, a focal point around Monday, but becoming easier on Monday onward as the sun separates from that Saturn, because oftentimes with the sun, it's like our life force, it's our prana. Here it's shining in the communication sector, but it's with Saturn, who's very restricting and making sure everything is done properly there. So that'll be quite nice. It's also involving that rest and relaxation. So if you have been feeling like it's been important for you to get more of that meditative time, working hard towards that could be good around Monday, but mostly on Sunday leading into this week. Now on Tuesday, we do have Mercury trining up to Uranus, which is quite nice in all of this. This is usually something different, a new perspective. It's your ruler, so you guys could be feeling quite excited, maybe something new. It to the extent depends on your personal chart, but it's a refreshing sort of take on the everyday, things, which is quite nice. And it could even be involving career stuff as well, maybe even through the correspondence or through social aspects or through that communication stuff that you've been taking seriously, something to mix that up here around Tuesday. And it could be one-on-one related, it could be through relationships or someone or something like that. At the very least, just having a new perspective on relationships and having a new perspective on yourself in terms of how life's unfolding, and maybe even your career as well. So that's going to be the early part of the week. And then on Friday, Mercury squares up to Jupiter, which is actually always does feel quite good, quite optimistic most of the 99% of the time. And so here it's involving your 12th house, which has been a lot of this expansion over the past 6 months with Jupiter there. So there's been wisdom, a lot you're learning about the importance of meditation or relaxation or yoga or spirituality or taking it easy, going with the flow. Lots of opportunities there, I would say, to do that. And that could be you could be feeling quite good about that, and that could be really pulling upon the everyday stuff again. So the key with all squares is to make sure that we stay nice and grounded with it. We don't want to go to extremes, as we sometimes do with Jupiter squares. It can feel a little bit too overly optimistic. But as long as we're staying grounded, you can ground it and make it into something quite constructive, where you're bringing in that spiritual perspective or that going with the flow energy into the daily sphere of things, or through those communications or social aspects of life. So then on the weekend, Mars does sextile up to the sun. So there is motivation, there's drive, there's energy. And this has been a Mars in your first house. So a lot of you could be quite intent on your goals, could be quite intent on asserting yourself lately, could even be enjoying that, feeling good, looking good with Venus in that first house. So that's positive energy with that. And again, it could be motivation to go with the flow and take it easy to some extent. And all of that looks quite helpful when it's done, in that mature, grounded way. But here over the weekend, Mars does start to square up to Pluto. And this is the real transformational energy we're going to experience these first couple weeks. Now, it's all very constructive. It's all square. So there's something building here. And what it is on one level, it's Pluto helping you get rid of a lot of old belief systems relating to you, relating to who you are, who you think you are. Because obviously we're so much more than what we can think of or that we can put into a box. So on that level, in terms of self-image, in terms of your motivations, your drives, all of that's going to be restructured. So it's important to be open to that, be the agent of change when it comes to that, and then you'll find this very constructive. Now, the other element of this too is that Mars rules your third house and your eighth house. So your communication, all of that third house stuff, the social energies could be changing quite deeply also. So being open to change there, and also being willing to really dive deep and change a lot of your bonds in life, maybe unhealthy bonds, removing yourself from unhealthy attachments, and at the same time diving deep to form healthy ones. Okay, could be through relationships, could be through home, could be through career, whatever it might be. It's not just in a relationship. It could be your bond to your work. It could be your bond to your career, your bond to yourself even, which will probably for a lot of you be the case. So that's all because Pluto's been in your fourth house, helping you restructure your emotional body, helping you restructure your foundations in life, whether it's quite literally home, family stuff restructuring, or it's just your body. It could be through your health as well, but your emotions have been changing over many years, and getting rid of a lot of old garbage that's just no longer serving you there. So the key is to be open to those areas, specifically around self, specifically around these motivations, drives, communications, and bonds. And I think naturally you'll be in flow with this transit. And like I said, as a result, you're building. What you're building here is a new foundation in terms of your identity and all those other areas. All right, Virgo, so I hope you guys have a great week. If you guys have any questions, please do let me know. If you haven't already done so, do check out the 2-for-1 special I'm running for the holidays, which you can find more about on the next page. And I'll see you all next time. Take care.